Hi all, welcome back to taking a look at how to set out a full kitchen and how to draft and create plot sheets for that kitchen that you saw last week. So let's open up that kitchen once again. What I've done is I've just given it a grey colour. So we've got a material assigned to it. And what I'm going to do now is use my multi-draft function to create a plot sheet and shop drawings from this kitchen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this kitchen now. And what I'm also going to select is this corner unit. Say for instance, it could be any of these units. You've got various different ones here. What I'm then going to do is just press OK and let TopSolid do the rest of the work for you. And here are the results. Done. So if I just zoom in on this drawing here, and if I just expand it, you can see here what the multi-draft function has done. It's brought in multiple views of the one drawing into my plot page. If you go to the other plot page, not the actual 3D model, you can see once again we've got that unit, that corner unit, that bifold unit that we picked. We've also got cutting lists or loading lists of the breakdown of the units that we've got within our drawing here. Okay, if we just scroll in, you've got various different base carcasses, tall units, you've got your cable management hole and hardware. So if I just go back to our overall kitchen plot page, I can now move these items, of course, to any location within the drawing. These viewports might be just a bit too big, so what I'm just going to do is I'm going to modify them so they're a bit smaller here. Press OK and move them into better location. Perfect. Now let's create our sections. So here, just click on the view that you want to create a section through and pick vertical or horizontal. We might pick our first section to be, say, here. We'll invert that so it's looking towards that side wall. Press OK. Now you can align it, or you don't have to align it, so you can move it into any location you want. Right click again, align it. As you can see, we've also got the hatch in there in our drawing. So we'll move out once again, create another section, perhaps vertically again, and we'll just go through this location here. Invert it, press OK, press OK. There we have it. And again, hatching is all in place. Now let's create a section horizontally through this. So here, once again, we'll click on this section. We'll click on horizontal this time and invert it so it's looking down. Press OK. Bring it down. Perfect. Now what you can also do is, of course, create a section, and if we create it along the top and through the wall units, you can say here, press OK. We don't have to align it, so we could just move it over into this plot page if we think that we're running out of space here. Okay. Now let's create a few detail views. So once again, I'll pick the section that I want to create a detail view from, and we'll just zoom in here so we can see right there. And you might want to create a section here. If you don't, you'll just move it. So if you wanted to move that section, just move it. So we'll just click on our detail, and as you can see, it modifies it and updates it visually up here. Perfect. Let's bring that back. There you go. Now let's create another section. Let's move up here. Maybe the section might be this corner here. We might say scale 1:5 once again, move it up here and bring it out. And once again, if you want to move it, you just move that section and say, yeah, we want to create a section up here. And again, it updates. And you've got all your machining information and so on in there in regards to our construction, which is a screw construction. Just zoom out here. What I want to do is I want to create a 3D view of this particular kitchen. And we'll say, right, yeah, let's pick that kitchen. And let's not create a top view. Let's pick a perspective view. Or you could pick isometric. Okay. As you can see, you've got the different views there, and we'll turn on our shaded so you can see the actual drawing rendered up. Let's bring that item now over here, or let's bring that view over here, and there you have it. Okay, nice and easy, bringing in all your views. And of course, you want to assign dimensions as well here. So you can assign a dimension from one area to another. So say for instance from here to here, 900 overall, bring it from here to here, 918. But you can also assign dimensions pretty quickly throughout your whole drawing. So let's just take a look at this view now. What I can do is I can go into my wood functions, click on this button here, and I can actually pick what I want to dimension. So I can pick my parts here, press OK, then pick the view that I actually want to assign dimensions to. So it basically dimensions all those lines and points that you've got within that drawing, which can be really quick and really useful for when you're drafting and making it much quicker once again and saving you time and effort. Okay. You've got a lot of nice little other features as well here in TopSolid along this list that I'm going through, and if we click on grain symbol, all we have to do is click on, say for instance, the bench top, and assign the grain direction, if you've got a grain direction actually on your 3D model. Now another thing is, if I went back to my 3D model, and if I just said, right, I wanted to apply a mold to my face here on my bench top, and if we just clicked on these edges here, nice and easy, and if we said, right, okay, let's bring over our parameters here and let's assign a very specific quarter round mold there, press OK. As you can see now, it's going to apply to my 3D model. But what it's also done is, of course, applied it to my plot pages as well. So if I come over here, you can see it on my 3D model or my 3D view. But also, what I can do is go to this view and click on my molding dimension and just click on that edge there. And it actually brings out that information, so you don't have to be typing it up. Okay, making life easier once again, reducing mistakes, giving more information down to the floor to the architect, bettering communication. Okay, so let's just zoom out here. Of course, we can also assign a note and a leader and all of that as well. So we can say, right, well, this is bifold hinge, press OK, click on this, and we can say, right, well, I want to assign it to there, and just stop that. Perfect. So there you have it. If you want to save time and effort in creating plot pages and better communicate with your clients, architects, or the factory floor, then give us a call. And stay tuned for next week, where I'll send this kitchen through to production so you can see all the machining and tooling being applied.